Arcane, an animated series on Netflix, debuted on the streaming service in 2021 and quickly gained popularity thanks to its shockingly dramatic finale. However, given that first outing was years ago, we're going to venture a bet that you're curious about when we'll get to see more of Vi and Jinx. Netflix approved of the show, which went on to win an Emmy in 2022 for Outstanding Animated Program. A second season of the show has been commissioned. However, when might it actually arrive? This is all the information you require about the upcoming episodes of the show. Arcane Season 2 potential release date. When will it air? Arcane's second season is officially coming. And even better news, we now know when it will premiere. According to Netflix. According to Variety, the upcoming season of episodes will debut on the streaming service in November 2024. Thus, while we're still waiting, at least the second season is getting closer. November 2021 marked the start of production on the upcoming episode of the show. Although Riot Games CEO Niccolo Laurent had before stated that the 6-year wait for the inaugural season would not be repeated, he later withdrew that statement. Laurent verified that the crew was making progress on it and stated that he had watched the third episode of Season 2 back in April 2023. Honestly, we didn't know if Season 1 was going to be a success, he stated. We could have started Season 2 much sooner if I had known. However, we were in the dark, so we had to wait a while. We're currently paying the price. Thus, regrettably, it will not be this year. The first season featured an atypical format in which 3 episodes were released simultaneously. It is reasonable to anticipate that Season 2 will follow suit when it eventually airs. He stated to Superpixel, "We had this notion early on regarding a release date for it. The idea of having triplets was present as we were crafting the plot. It feels like you get a good portion every 3, and there are usually some major moments at the conclusion of each third episode. Having only one show a week, in my opinion, doesn't give you anything to get invested in when it comes to half-hour shows. When we release everything at once, you'll be surprised at how quickly you can watch it." Additionally, Riot genuinely wanted to turn this into an event. They wanted to allow gamers to congregate and engage in conjecture, as well as include objectives and missions that could be unlocked while watching the games. We had the best of all worlds with this schedule. Everything is available to you quickly, and each time we release a new episode, perhaps there will be sufficient material to make you feel as though we need to sit down together and have a whole viewing experience. Additionally, there was some writing from both seasons that overlapped. Writer Amanda Overton stated, "Most of the writers in the room finished their contracts and went on to do other shows after the Season 1 scripts were written, including myself. To bring those episodes to life, Christian Link and Alexei stayed on and collaborated closely with the Fortich team. It was truly a huge team effort, and as more gifted and imaginative individuals were able to contribute their thoughts to improve the story, it changed at every stage of the creation. Season 1 was still in production when we started writing Season 2, and Christian and Alex involved me more in the producing process then. I had the opportunity to offer some personal input on how the story was developing and learn a great deal about the various stages of production." Arcane Season 2 cast, who will be in it? The following Season 1 actors will most likely return to provide the voices for Season 2. Haley Steinfeld as Vi, Ella Purnell as Jinx, Katie Leung as Caitlyn. Naturally, Steinfeld has since joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Kate Bishop, a young aspirant superhero who Hawkeye mentors. She was also highly praised for Dickinson, in which she portrayed the poet Emily Dickinson at a younger age. In many cases, the people we chose to work with were not quite as big at the time as they ended up becoming. He stated to Wanna Sports, "It was cool to see that a lot of the talent that we chose to work with over the years popped off in a lot of different formats and projects," Link stated. Ella Purnell, who recently dazzled audiences in Yellow Jackets, was another discovery. She plays Jinx. He remarked, "We all know who she is in the game, but we really wanted to bring this extra dimension to her to see this subtly and true human behind the big, bright flashy exterior of Jinx, and I think Ella was real fine in that." Fans are speculating as to whether the series will feature an intriguing new addition after seeing a teaser from Arcane's crew. The teaser finishes with some conversation and no new scenes, but what's most noteworthy is that fans of Arcane believe they can hear Warwick, the League of Legends champion, beat mechanically. Warwick is a hybrid of a machine and a werewolf who lost all memory of his past before being used as a test subject in scientists' Singed lab. If Warwick is included to Season 2, the voice actor has not yet been announced. But stay tuned for more information. Arcane Season 2 plot, what will happen? Arcane, which takes place in the League of Legends universe created by Riot Games, narrates the origin stories of characters from the oppressed Undercity Zaun and utopian city Piltover, featuring sisters Vi and Jinx, with Solos, Hoskell, Balbach, Cassandra, Mel, Jace, and Victor's lives in jeopardy. The Season 1 finale was undoubtedly dramatic. However, this implies that many storylines were left unfinished for Season 2. Since Silka was slain, Zaun is without a leader, and it's unclear who would step up in his place. Given that Jinx is an unruly potential candidate and that Vi is the adopted daughter of Zaun's late leader Vander, it could be necessary for Vi to take the lead. At the end of the episode, Jinx, on the other hand, caused a major disruption when she aimed a rocket launcher towards the council building when people inside were voting to enact a bill giving Zon independence. Her outburst may spark a conflict between Piltover and Zon, and it's unclear if any explosion survivors can attest to the fact that the vote in favor of independence was actually carried out. Nor is it likely that Jinx and her sister Vi will be reunited anytime soon. At first, Vi intended to mend her connection with Jinx, but it could be difficult to go past witnessing your sibling shoot a rocket at a crowded building. Reed Shannon told CBR that he was hoping to see some interaction between Echo and Mel in the seasons. That would be absurd. One aspect of Arcane that piqued my curiosity was the lack of discussion of race among the characters, which is a result of the disparity in poverty between the top city and the undercity. Therefore, I'd be interested in seeing how similar-looking people communicate. Is everyone simply present, or is there that kind of thing? Because Echo is so intelligent, I would also want to see them communicate. She would say something like, "Oh, you could be used. We could return you to Noxus, where you could construct anything enormous." That sounds like it might be rather fascinating. It most definitely would. Shannon might also get to see his dreams realized on the big screen. Link said to Superpixel, "We want to tell more stories. Whether or not it becomes a TV series or film, there will be other topics we wish to investigate." Like Arcane, I believe, we didn't declare up front that we wanted it to be a TV series or anything. We simply decided that we adore these characters. We're going to tell you this story. Later on, we discovered that in order for characters like Vi and Jinx, Victor and Jace, etc., to go as far as they want to, a TV show must run for a certain amount of time. However, a story may eventually be adapted for the big screen. When I truly dig into this, I believe we have plans to tell a lot more stories. I believe that the response is yes, there will be. The team stated during their BAFTA speech that Caitlyn and Vi's relationship will be investigated further. We've always had a pretty clear idea of how we wanted to tell that story. Alex E stated, "What you see in Season 2 will be a part of the bigger picture that we've had all along. Think of us as inquisitive. It sounds like it will be exciting, whatever happens." Speaking with BuzzFeed on what to anticipate from Season 2, Kevin Alejandro seems quite enthusiastic. "You're going to be on the edge of your seats," stated the man. "It's unclear if the conflict you'll experience is good or terrible. It's as if all of your feelings will be extracted, leaving you feeling like, oh my god. You're going to end like that. It's excellent. One of the coolest things I've ever participated in is this. There's little doubt about it. The program will keep exploring a variety of tales, with representation at its center." Writer Amanda Overton stated, "We wanted to be true to the diversity that exists in Runeterra. We simply couldn't understand why, in a culture like that, there would be stigma attached to gender expression or sexuality. It's a fantasy world, too. Why should we bring with us the same structural and cultural baggage from our world to a planet that is entirely different in terms of history and power structures? In my view, and this is just my viewpoint, we may also use it as a challenge to come up with stories that are new to us even though they are familiar. I fail to see why we would construct a whole new fantasy universe only to narrate the same tales about the same characters who face the same issues." Arcane Season 2 trailer, when can I watch it? Even while those episodes may not be available just yet, a first peek trailer has been released, hinting at a gloomy and horrifying second season. In the crazy chemist Singe's lab, the video offers viewers their first look at Warwick, the human-turned-werewolf who prowls the streets of Zon. We will have to wait till the first official trailer drops for further information, as sisters Vi and Jinx, Jace, and the rest of the Season 1 cast of Arcane are not included in this first glimpse. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more.